Hey, my name is Taylor, and I've been bodybuilding on a vegan diet for nearly a decade. And it took me a long time and a lot of learning from mistakes, but I eventually figured out what I needed to do to build 40 pounds of muscle on a vegan diet. It also took me 5 years of being brainwashed before I learned that I'd been lied to by an industry that was only out to get my money, not give me the results that I was paying them for. Let me save you from making the same mistakes that I did so that you can reach your highest potential on a vegan diet and put on muscle fast. Now, back in 2005, I was a 20-year-old surf bum living in a small coastal town and working at a butcher shop. That job showed me just how disconnected I had become from my food and the impact my choices were having on the lives of farm animals and the environment. So I decided I was going to stop contributing to the factory farming industry. Overnight, I completely removed animal products from my diet. I lasted an entire summer eating only pasta and salad, but I ended up losing every ounce of fat and muscle on my body in the process. I looked like a skeleton and I weighed less than 140 pounds. I became very sick, and my doctor ordered me to start eating meat again so that my body would stop eating itself to survive. Now fast forward a few years later, and I'd moved from that small town to a big city. Unfortunately, I had to stop surfing because, well, there were no waves, but I did start going to the gym and I took up bodybuilding. Around that same time, I met some people who called themselves vegan. Now, this was a word that I'd never heard before, but I learned from them that it was possible to thrive on a plant-based diet. Learning about veganism got me excited to try removing meat from my diet again. So I started educating myself with everything I could get my hands on about nutrition. I learned a ton from bodybuilding websites and online gurus, but everything I was learning was designed for people who ate meat. So I had to convert what they were teaching me into my own vegan approach. The problem was I was soon spending hundreds of dollars a month on pills and powders to make sure that I had enough protein and vital nutrients, and that I was hitting the perfect macro ratio that I needed in order to build muscle, at least according to these gurus. After years of trying different supplements and trying to find the perfect macro ratio and listening to different so-called gurus, I got fed up with the empty promises. Not to mention the bloating, the farting, the headaches, and the cost of consuming half of my diet in supplement form. So I took a step back and I finally looked at what the real research from real professionals in dietetics and sports physiology, people who didn't have an agenda to sell me more supplements or more ebooks, were saying actually works for building muscle. And it surprised me to find out that you could get results without any pills or powders at all. I learned that the information I've been getting up to that point was built on cherry-picking the research, fad diets, or had been straight up lies to sell me more products, not scientific studies to get me real results. Once I learned how to apply what real researchers were actually saying, I was able to add 40 pounds of lean muscle simply by following a well-balanced whole food vegan diet and applying specific science-backed training principles to maximize the effects of my workouts. The anxiety I had carried for years that I couldn't build muscle unless I drank 3 or more protein shakes a day or ate meat completely vanished. But that decade-long journey of mistakes and failures was totally worth it because I've come full circle with why I started this journey in the first place. Somewhere along the way, I had forgotten that I didn't go vegan to spend hundreds of dollars on pills and powders. I became vegan because I care about what my food choices mean for the health of my body, the health of the planet, and the well-being of the animals that we share it with. I only started taking supplements because I wanted to build a strong, muscular body that gave me the confidence to attract women who are also vegan and shared my same values. And I believed the lies perpetuated by the fitness industry that I would always have a hard time putting on muscle unless I bought their supplements. I'm sure you've had a similar experience. And now I'm asked all the time by guys who want to build a shredded, muscular body without bulking or eating meat or taking pounds of protein powder every single month. And this is exactly why I created the Powerplantbody program. This is a 3-month transformational journey that takes you from where you are today to the strong, muscular, confident, conscious vegan man that you want to be, all with a whole food, plant-based diet without supplements. My mission is to help as many men as I possibly can change the stereotype that all vegans are skinny and weak. If you're ready to create the strongest version of yourself, then this is the opportunity for you. Yes, you will have the broad shoulders, the big arms, and the washboard abs, but you're also going to live up to your highest potential and be a shining light of what's possible on a plant-based diet. If that vision of who you could be fires you up and speaks to you, then click the link beside this video and let's get started today.